that. Thank you. General Welsh, I would like to ask you, when do you expect the SDB-2 to achieve a demonstrated full mission capability for the F-35A?
Senator, I'll have to get the date. I don't know that off the top of my head.
I think we've been, in some documents, heard from your staff that it is not going to be before 2022, but if you can get me the exact date, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. I would also like to ask you, I know that Senator McCain had asked you some questions about the A-10. How many A-10s will be grounded in FY 2018 due to unserviceable wings, and also how many in 2019?
Senator, our intent would be for none of them to be grounded for unserviceable wings. We have A-10s that are in the fleet. We need to keep flying.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. And so, as I understand it, there needs to be some work done on the A-10 wings. And so does the Air Force plan to submit a reprogramming request to ensure that that support is there? Because I understand there's going to need to be some work done or some enhanced wing assemblies.
Senator, my understanding of this is that we have the funding and the wings necessary for FY17, and we have a decision point during this year that we will reach where we have to make a decision on acquiring them in 18 and beyond. If that's not accurate, I'll get you the right answer shortly after this hearing.
Well, one thing I understand is that there are 110 more wings that are needed. And so am I hearing you say today that you are committed to ensuring that these wings are repaired and that they remain obviously operational so that we can continue to use the A-10 as it's doing, as I understand, Ash Carter, the Secretary, has recently said a great job in the fight against ISIS?
Sure, they are doing a great job in the fight against ISIS and everywhere else we use them. Anything that we have in our inventory that needs modifications to stay safe and effective, our intent is to continue to do that.
Okay, I appreciate that. I also want to ask about what's happening in the boneyard right now with the A-10. As I understand it, from information my office has gotten, in 2014, the Air Force scrapped or destroyed about 44 A-10s, and that since even beyond that, as I understand it, in 2015 as well, there were a number of A-10s scrapped, to a total of 82 A-10s scrapped in the boneyard. And the cost to destroy one of these A-10s is, as I understand it, $15,500 per A-10. So one thing I'm concerned about, as we have the A-10s out fighting the battle against ISIS, we have the Air Force spending about $1.3 million in the last 2.5 years destroying A-10s. Are there no parts on those aircraft that were destroyed that could have been used to support the A-10s that are being deployed now? Isn't that why we keep, one of the reasons we keep them in the boneyard?
Senator, the word destroyed is, I'd have to define that. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means they disassembled them and took parts of the airplane to use as spare parts, which would be normal. I don't know the facts on this case, Senator. I'll find out for you.
Well, I hope you would, because as I understand it, we've been told that there are plans to destroy a total of 79 A-10s this and next fiscal year. And what I would like to understand is, if we are destroying these A-10s, is this being done prematurely, number one, given obviously the concerns we have about the close air support capacity, and also the concerns that we ensure that we are getting the right parts to keep our flying A-10 fleet in really full maintenance operational capacity. So can we make sure that we get an answer to that?
Yes, ma'am. We'll get you an answer for that. There's certainly no intent to not have flying airplanes fully serviced with spare parts. So I doubt very seriously if anything's going on that's causing that to happen. But I'll get you the facts. I just don't know.
Well, I appreciate the follow-up on both the wing issue, which is critical to make sure that our A-10s keep flying, and also on the boneyard issue. So thank you, General.